Hi folks, it's round 2 in the 8 Regents tournament, and Stark is playing against Lannister. It's 2-2 at the moment, as you can see, and we are about to watch game 5 and then straight into game 6. They're played back to back, or actually there's some overlap even, so if the first game goes to time, then for sure the second one will already have begun. So we're going to watch Andrew McCauley against Sassanid, first of all, and then we should be able to catch Reinhard against Collin Weir, so that's the plan. 2-2 at the moment, and who is going to take the lead so far? It's been Lenny taking the lead each time. And what do we have this time? Many-Faced God for Stark, and for Lannister it's Banner of the Stag. Interesting. Not a super known deck. And we see immediately what the plan is. I mean, if it's Cersei to put Warhammer on her or something like that. Well, this doesn't tell us much. We have Renly in play, and we have Shireen there to be eaten by Graven. Of course, she has an annoying trigger when she is eaten, though. And we have not the best setup actually for Stark, Graven and Farland. Farland didn't fetch the Wolfswood, but okay, still gives it renown to everyone. I don't necessarily need the Wolfswood. I just marshal stuff in the marshalling phase, but we have an early heir, and our summer harvest doesn't hit that well. And now Shireen might be traded for Cersei, and then it's not the best situation for us. And that's exactly what happens. I better have some of those like warm rains ready again for Cersei. And if she now gets a dupe, it's really an unfortunate situation. We might have to do some early damage control, right, with the Harrison, stuff like that. Or some extreme military pressure, but I don't know what is likely to come. I mean, we got screwed with the gold here. We would expect normally Lanny not to open 4 gold plot. Right at the gates. Tensions, of course. Well, it's going to work with. Of course, Farland fetching Wolfswood also means that Manifest God is doing something with the reduction, I mean. Otherwise, there's very unlikely to be any kind of ambush. Bran, so if there's a couple of chods, we can eat them with Gravewind and still do military, and there might be a March of the Wall, so there's still some potential to aggro and not that much gold to work with for Lannister here. But Renly's ability also might bring something into play.
By the way, I don't think there's any natural ambush in Stark, is there?
I don't think so. Not even in the non-characters.
Oh, yeah, on that attachment you can have ambush.
Well, that's not great. That plus Renly's ability, nothing for Graven to eat. And yeah, Warhammer means he's going to... Well, is it going on Cersei? You'd have to win initiative for it to go on Cersei, right? She can cast the Rock Intimidate a little bit, but on Renly, you can now bring in Tyrion, and then there's a giant board. Plus, Gunther will attack the hand, and we don't have Ghost or anything to keep a steady supply of cards here, so... I keep guessing them today. Not great. So we do have a kind of a free go on military if we commit to it. To intimidate something. Claim plus intimidate, and then Brand can stand Gravewind. He does another challenge which has to be addressed, otherwise it's more intimidate coming. Also just attack with 7, and then Gunther and Renly would have to defend to win on defense. Which lets us intimidate on intrigue or power maybe. Fully committing. Now, is there any chance Tamas walks into a taste for flash here by putting Gunther in this defense? Of course not, but we could have entries coming. We have nothing. Now, is he taking the dupe? He's not. Gunther goes and then put him in the challenge to be eaten. Okay. And now then we hit Renly. So I think we possibly might have a warm lane here.
Okay, but with the dupe on Cersei, would it not be better to just intimidate her?
Yeah, and then you can kill Renly on the Tyrion, whoever is brave enough. I mean, you can still play it, get
Yeah,
rid
and
of the
then you
dupe.
can march. I mean, the other one probably.
You can also win
And you
on...
also have to stand the wolf now.
Oh, actually, you can't win on defense.
And there can be a treachery for this, which I think there might be because there's the delay. Yeah, I think it would be better to just try this interior or Renly.
But if we do Harris here, we keep 3 characters and Lenny cannot keep more than 1.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely feels like there was a treachery for this. Maybe they want to save it.
Farland defense, Raven stays standing. And he's gonna take the Cersei dupe. Is there a Tense Judgment for this? There isn't. And what do we lose? We lose Summer. Good chance we have other Summers plus the plot, but it is nice to have
I feel
Summer.
like you usually have one summer, but okay.
Nothing to resurrect at the moment anyway. Gonna be quite a bit down here, but I don't know. I don't think Cersei will be kept for the Harris now anyway. I think it should be Renly. Yeah, there's a good chance we go first and then there's military pressure. I don't know what the 4 cards are. Is Renly going to be used now in standing to put something in some emergency character? Also, it's not the best march here, honestly, for Lannister.
Yeah, but they also have to lose on the Harris Dragon, so no intimidate.
You could lose Bran and the roof pup.
No, maybe.
Bran is not used, so I think now it might be a good chance to just pull the trigger on that Harris. You could
I
march
mean, is there a
here.
huge difference between? I mean, yeah, I guess you have to
Yeah,
keep brand, yeah.
yeah, the only one survives to Harris.
No, but I was thinking if you did it before Rafa, Harris is triggered, but
Yeah, I mean you
you might keep Cersei then.
could keep Cersei and the Gunther, for instance. Well,
But those only 3 cards in hand or something.
yeah, but maybe Lanny doesn't have the best either, and we do keep more here, and we do win
Yeah, but
initiative.
now there's the Maiden and there's gonna be some probably high initiative cards after, maybe.
Yeah, but
For Hammers.
if you do the damage here,
Maybe they lose Rene and put this Warhammer on Cersei. Future rounds depends on what's in hand.
Farland goes. I think the plan now is to pressure with military rather than.
Yeah, I was gonna say before, I think if you're keeping Raven, then probably better to keep Brand than Farron because you won't intimidate, I think, at this moment more than Renown.
Round 2 to Hair is never a good sign though, but
Yeah, no.
I wonder if Lenny spent the hand here. I mean, marshaled Cersei and put a really big one in, plus Gunther. If now Tywin comes, I mean, that's really decent. And he's kept, so his ability must be relevant, I think. We do have Gunther on top now, if you want intrigue also. Yeah, and Bran, so. And just Gravin doing a couple of challenges is awkward. Why are we not using the hard trigger on this? That's not the best.
I mean, you could have one goal to at least threaten something.
Yeah, at least you could blow something. Tywin comes. Now, is Renly gonna find something though? Because March is nasty here. And with that, we should be able to win military and get the dupe, and we keep the pressure. But then next round, maybe Lanny has initiative. But Renly doesn't have intimidate, by the way. But the attachment Gravin could cancel Renly. I think Gravin and Arya will do military first. Actually, maybe could invest even a bit more because Renly can realistically bring some strength in. Probably can't. I mean, he can bring a Jaime or a Darren. I don't know. 4 strength probably he can bring in some Regents guard or something. We'll also start with the intrigue or something. Seven. They could both defend, and that's it for them. Or one of them defends to avoid the threat and intimidate and get stays for flash, but
Or
Renly's ability.
something for 3 comes in and 2 defend and the other one standing.
Yeah.
I feel like military was the one to push through on this board.
Don't have gold to do anything in the challenges here. They will both defend. So now we'll do intrigue and see if Renly's ability does something. And if it doesn't, then okay, he can still have a gold mine trigger in the standing phase. Otherwise, one of these guys is getting marched. Would be even better if Dupe was gone, because Renly is getting marched in time and staying there duped with potentially Warhammer.
Almost guaranteed Warhammer if Ren is getting marched.
Yeah. And yeah, gold mine to dig for the cards. To play some kind of you win or you die into a march in initiative as well. Yeah, there's nothing otherwise. You would have tried to bring it in, I think. I guess I have to do the power. And we take dominance. I think that's the sequence this round. Would be nice if you had forced march in this one, but we don't, I think. Oh, there is something. He risked losing it. That's march protection, and we don't have Gravewind anymore to eat him. Plus, we can defend power.
Yeah, I think intrigue could have been done with the agenda trigger instead of brand trigger.
Annoying.
The problem is like, you win or you die with no huge punishment here.
Yeah, the Harris spent, so whatever comes in is gonna stay.
Yeah.
And I think Lenny has a pretty good game now. If that merchant was hit for intrigue instead of pinch and we march even if we win or die, it's a bit tricky. So what are we doing now? Time for Wolves?
Yeah, I suppose so. Need some more board presence, maybe draw some cards. Although if it's match game, yeah. So the hero go first.
Mm-hmm. 5 cards plus a gold mine. Should find something. Then there's 12 gold to work with. Everything's still alive, by the way, except Punter. We go Ghost. Nice if we had that earlier. Disputed claim. On Randy, he has renown anyway. That's plus strength, but he can now bring in Cersei if he likes.
I feel like it would be better to march with Cersei and put disputed claim on her.
Yeah. I don't know what the other card was apart from pinch and reducer, but that's a magical recovery from that horrible lost position now from Tamas, unfortunately. And Delena will stop the brand stuff also, unless we eat her. Doesn't find anything. Yeah. With more than enough power gain here to just threaten a win this round. There's 2 renown, Cersei's ability, and additional intrigue challenge, and 2 claim power. They will need to go into the intrigue challenge though, so there's threat of like Warm Rain again if you leave us gold. We didn't last time, so I assume we don't have one.
I think it's over.
And we don't even have gold to marshal Rob, so that Graveyard could eat Delena or something. Not yet, anyway. Didn't even need to use gold mine. Everything already perfect. Ooh, treachery. It's the last card. Doesn't think he needs it. And that's more econ for better top decks. But there's no more Duharis to come.
Okay, now let's get Rob, eat the Lena. No, okay. If you got Rob, eat the Lena, eat the Marcella.
Yeah, 2 gold left if it left Gravewind to eat that reducer. I mean, reducer would come in standing, I think, anyway, to defend against March. But hypothetically, if you March Renly, then the free Cersei doesn't come in, you have to pay
But
for her.
honestly, if he just didn't, if he used, he had 8 gold, I think. So if he used Reducer and Great Hole on Cersei, she would come in for 4.
I think he can marshal still everything.
Oh, he
Everything's
had
in
9
play
gold.
except Renly.
He could do for 4 gold Cersei. It's left with 5. Then, okay, you can do both characters and Disputed Claim, but if you put Disputed Claim on Cersei, I feel like it's almost over. Although if there's a like Worm Rain now.
Yeah, I mean, you can do with 2 claim intrigue with Tywin now. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. We
You should
can
put Caitlyn in the challenge to not get Cersei trigger.
defend this successfully, can we? No. Not quite.
But you can, if you wanted to.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because it's 8 on attack.
Yeah, but we have Bran and Gender trigger.
But Bran doesn't work. Oh, you mean just
Bran
to kneel
works.
him on a standing character?
Yeah. It's not great, that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not
but we
great.
could if we wanted
I think
to.
if you can survive and do some challenges back for Ghost to draw a few cards, it's better. But I don't see what plot we play to stop planning just winning next round. Media and Taste for Flash, not fun. There was Taste for Flash, but didn't walk into it.
Or it would have been top deck.
Mm-hmm. Now they try to do some kind of winning challenge with Myrcella, so that Cersei can then do another intrigue.
I mean, we still could have the other event.
You could, yeah. Now it's less likely because half of the cards are gone. Renly might go in power as well, because military is the toughest one to push through. If Myrcella goes to hand, then she is lost. Bran defense.
She's not lost. We'll put her back in standing.
Wow, could do that, yes. Yes, we get her in the intrigue, which is entirely possible. Now is Cersei gonna do it? She is. So if you have like one here to kill Cersei, then we will win all 3 challenges back, right?
Yeah.
So come on, let's have that. That would be so great now,
I
instead of losing both cards.
I might still win all challenges, but anyway, some scary. Military, to intimidate. Nice.
Things just got slightly better, because now we discard Myrcella if we use the agenda. And we push military. And we get Ghost on, well, potentially on all 3. Well, on 2.
Guaranteed.
On 2, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Because Bran is new. Why is Bran new? Oh, he defended.
He defended power. It's the only power icon at the time without stealth, so maybe it's fair enough. Okay, so Arya has to do power, and Ghost, for instance, does intrigue. And the game's
That was so
playable.
so glad to have that one last card left there.
Although now, I mean, we didn't use the agenda, so now we might lose the intrigue icon. Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah, because Myrcella will come back.
It's a bad misplay. We're not even putting a direwolf in this one.
I mean, we can't. Oh, we could, yeah.
We could put Ghost in. Those are the little things that are gonna cost us, because it is gonna be 10-6 or whatever. 10-7 even. And could have been better, and last card gone, and we have such a wide board, we marched at Delena away, right?
Ooh, he didn't do it.
Didn't do it. That's such a bad play. Also. Unless he has some kind of plot. But he doesn't want to do it.
Or do you think he's gonna do Harris? Maybe he's gonna make things now.
Still worth doing it though, because he's getting marched at.
I wish he would also have the other plot, you know.
We should have had 2 cards in hand though.
Yeah.
And be on 1 power more. But we win initiative now. Can we, though, do damage on a board where it's 3-on-3 suddenly, with Renly and Tywin there?
I really need to find Woolfsuits again. Then you have to keep Graven and Bran and then maybe Arya or Caitlyn.
Well, that seems not the best play. But okay. Worried about Ramsay.
Maybe.
Now Renly is net, so nothing's gonna come in, right? Something is
It's not
marshaled
really
instead
net.
of
Yeah.
the faction card. Lots of gold for Tywin though to be super strengthy. Might have to keep stealth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think. Oh, Mira, that's good. Surely. I don't think that's.
Mm.
Although we're not really intimidating Tywin, are we?
Well, if his strength is 6, then we could.
But how? Barely, I mean. Then we're definitely not intimidating Renly. I don't think we can have. Yeah. I think you just keep Grave and Arya and Bran. We have another time for wars.
I don't know. Something slightly bigger is coming, Missile instead of that reducer.
Could have used the reducer.
Yeah. Feel like he should have dug for these cards a bit earlier before using Renly, then made sure he had 3 characters plus Renly's ability. I don't think we can survive here. Well protected board with the dupe on Tywin plus renown on 2 characters and a lot of strength, so it's gonna be difficult.
If we get Winter is coming now.
Well, if Winter is coming is the last card, we can eat. Mystella's gonna be kept, we can't eat anything. But we could win a very cheap military, right? With just Arya and Mira stealthing the 2 bigs. Yeah, but nothing's achieved. Tywin's still there standing and Renly's still there standing.
No, I think military with those two. Um,
Still pretty weak here. Even if we blank Tywin, we have to do military with 3.
no, we just him and stealth. Him and
You say him as if we know who him is.
Greywind and Arya stealthing Renly, right? That's 6.
Then you win by 0.
Yeah, but he's not. He's kind of the same as intimidated.
Mhm.
Then you have intrigue.
Okay, we might do the challenge before even Mira comes out.
Oh.
Should have had another card from that ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And another power.
Let's hope Winter is coming on.
If nothing defends, we'll get 1 power and disputed claim will be turned off so our enemy can be intimidated.
I mean, if it's winter is coming also, you know, because 2 of them die. Then we do unopposed intrigue. 1 is intimidated, 2 will die. Then we do unopposed intrigue with Mira and
Doesn't defend.
come bring her out. I mean, not super necessary, but I think
Well, it's
you prefer to intimidate Tywin because Ren is gonna have 5. You can be intimidated by Greywind.
winter is coming. We have to blank Tywin, otherwise nothing's getting intimidated. Miss Saraaa is.
Is superior? No.
Oh, so yeah, we can intimidate
But
Ren.
no, but the thing is, like with 5, then we can't intimidate Tywin. But with 5, we would be able to intimidate Ren. You know what I mean? Yeah, good. Tywin.
I'm not entirely following what's happening.
So Ren is gonna go to 5, and he will be able to be intimidated by Mira and Greywind. And Tywin is gonna be intimidated now that we won by 6. Next time we're gonna win by 5.
Yeah, either sequence, right?
No.
One is intimidated and then the other is intimidated.
No, because Tywin is 6 strength and Mira and Greywind are 5 together. It's not doing power. And without winning initiative next round, probably. But we can't do power either way. Oh, we could give Mira the power icon and Greywind power icon, yes. Okay, let's do that, please.
Are we gonna see that sequence? No.
No, okay. It's not the worst, but it would be much better to do power.
Yeah.
I promise next round, if he goes first, it's gonna be
Yeah, we didn't bring the power down any here. 11 could have been 10.
Could have been 10-9.
10-9, yeah. And we don't have any marches or anything like that anymore. So, still gonna be exactly the same problem. Do we have a plot that puts Mira back into shadows? That would be quite welcome, because Lan is also going to draw with those gold mines something playable. If we just had that forced march that we had yesterday, Ren and Tywin winning here would be really good. I think we have long winter, but it's a bit late. We go second and the game's already gone possibly. Damn, when we stop deck, they are going to power and game is gone for sure. Or maybe actually if we have long winter, then Mira also goes back to shadows. And 1 power is gone for Lannister. Can you check if Reinhard's game has started?
Yes. Oh, it's also quite rushy. But it's looking good, I think, on first glance.
Okay, we go Winter Festival into Compelled. Unfortunately, Compelled wins initiative. I don't know if he had anything else. So now the power is safe, even if we kill the characters a little bit. Mira's back though. Blank Tywin. But with that compelled, Renly is also back to 7. You can cheat in anything, but then you have econ to marshal anything also, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Even if we did the power challenge last round, we would still, Randy would still be turned on here. And what does he bring? Jamie. Not fun.
Maybe this time we can blank him instead of Mira.
And we don't have any extra econ. Like get a Mira and the Rob Stark or something. Best we can do is get some sort of Caitlyn. Thomas is digging. Hopefully he's missed and not hit now. And marshal a Darwin or something. She is back. And that sucks. Now we will lose the intrigue for sure to lose the cards. Not have any magical winter if it's coming if we're still alive after Thomas is done, but I don't think we will be. So close. Can look back at some of those slightly dodgier plays, honestly. Nothing really major, but just not doing power, not getting the intrigue and ghost card. If we did both, it would be 10-10 now, and Randy would be on less strength. So that claim wouldn't be turned on, but it doesn't matter. We go into power and it's turned on after. And there was gold to marshal anything. Just missing a little bit. That reducer didn't come in, we march, then we pressure more. And of course, if we had forced march. I think the plot deck we had yesterday was slightly better in that respect. I have 2 cards that are probably events that Thomas would need to walk into here. Blank 1, Renown. I'm just gonna blank Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Jamie can do intrigue to check if there's any danger.
Yeah, would cost us Graving to kill him. And they just kept coming back, the bigs, unfortunately. They wouldn't without gold mines, but gold mines really good for this situation where after Mad King's command you top deck a bit on both sides. 12 minutes left, I don't think time is an issue. Power the Tyrant. Have to oppose. Yeah, the best we can do, I think, is oppose the other two. We have 1 character left to do power after it's all done. Should be going into another round here, I think. This can't be Mira, right? It has to be. Still the agenda trigger, so it could be any character, honestly. Take brand up. Now the best card would be Winter is coming on the power challenge. The unopposed bit start as well. And then Winter Festival. Please don't lose, Winter is coming. Frozen.
Why? I guess the second one has to then be Winter is coming. Because otherwise that could have been on the court line. Yeah.
Let's see. No, it's not.
So why not? Why not?
It's gonna be 14-11. We don't win initiative next round. We cannot win this game, I think. That's the last of Platzer to Harris and Mulgulis for them.
Force March would not be bad.
Yeah, that would be game winning potentially. Don't have initiative. It's into the econ plot with 2 gold mines there. We have another time for wolves.
We have Long Winter. Could Long Winter not win? Or do we not have Long Winter?
Doesn't win initiative.
Oh, because he played night. But his Nero's back.
He's back, but 14 this time. Gonna be a bit short. I don't think even with absolutely spot on play, we could have made this 14-11 difference here. Tamas can win this from 13 just as well. And he himself made a couple of misplays there in the middle.
You could argue, I mean, put that Winter first year in because Ramsey would be much worse for him.
Yeah, but he also got a march because he didn't put Myrcella back. Right?
Yeah, but he was probably thinking he's gonna have extra character on Mad King if the agenda is standing.
Anyway, this one's a loss now. Nothing we can do. Oops, don't have.
Wormrain triggers before Renowned.
Yeah, if a renowned body goes into the ring.
They want, but that's, yeah. I think he will do power. Literally. And Trident.
Sounds reasonable. Is the other game close to finishing? I don't think we can record it now because it's so far into the game. Just probably we can in this video. I'm not going to do a separate one, but this one's gone. Just gonna show you the ending of Reinhard's game also. See what happens there. There's 34 minutes left, but realistically, it's very far into it, power-wise and so. Oh yeah, the banner stag idea unfortunately also worked for Lannister in this one. Got the Renly, which was, I guess, the main idea for this banner. I got him early and he did good work. Let's jump into the other game. So this is Reinhard against Collin Weir. Just playing against the winner you die as second player. And power is tight. We have standing stuff, but what's this? Are we still getting intimidated on this one? And there's a pounce on Arya, which is already done in trick. Military is the one that hasn't been done yet. Which doesn't seem like she can push it through, and then it's our turn to do challenges back.
You have Collin in shadow, I think. So them being there before.
Forcing us to use Blackfish, which is the only agenda trigger we have here.
Krenogman in shadow, so let me just...
Krenogman if you don't use them.
Sure.
Or we lose.
We could defend with Krenogman.
We're gonna lose this one. Take the two small ones and then do 3 challenges back. Oh no, we have the defense. Okay, never mind. Not easy to see when you jump into the game that there's a strength boost, but yeah, that's there. That's very helpful. I feel like now that we still have all 3 challenges, we are winning.
I thought it wouldn't be enough for some reason.
0 reserve. We don't get unopposed power if that card in hand is something playable, but I think since Krenogman costs 3, it doesn't matter what the card is, right? What's the plot situation? And we spend the heads on spikes. I wonder what it hit.
There's plenty in the red pile.
Ooh, all the bigs except Trident. Krenogman can even, I mean, 0 reserve, it can trigger on the intrigue, kill Toman.
Yeah, except if you want to play an edict, right?
There's still then Blackfish.
Because what's is there any good to claim that we can flip into?
I feel like we have reinforcements into Ramsey here though. Also, right? Kill Toman, do military, kill reducer, then flip into Ramsey. It's gotta be generating shortly. Unless there's a Morgulis in the Lanny deck and then it's Arya against an empty board. Krenogman back in shadow though.
There's Morgulis in the east plot of the Lenny deck, so...
That's good for us.
Oh,
we don't have it, okay.
okay. Do you have another match?
Is Ramsey still alive, by the way? Yeah. Well, if we had another march, then I would think we should flip into reinforcements and then into march, right? We do have march, we don't have initiative now. But now, if we got rid of Arya, then Sir Pounce would also go last round, or the big army goes. Now it's a bit awkward because it's Arya with 2 challenges before you even get a shot. But then it top decking with 1 gold mine. Arya goes, okay. And the army is pretty strong, to be fair. We lose the econ as well, so Krenogman costs us 3 and then we can only have a 2 coster. Digging for playable stuff and not a lot of econ at all. We don't need King's Road.
Is reinforcements border really?
I think it's a war. Tywin's here, it is a 2 claim plot, so it's not bad. Treachery was discarded, we have a Ramsey. We sure do.
doesn't have treachery.
Doesn't know about.
Oh, doesn't know about.
He chucked it for gold mine.
Hmm.
Yeah, can't be done. And whatever survives is not pushing. It's pushing, but Ivan can push power. But then it's gone. So, yeah. Shame we didn't watch this one in full instead. This was that better. But the other one was an interesting game, of course. So it's 3-3. I think that's a fair result with the players both teams have spent here so far, and it's still super undecided for the rest of the week. What happened in the first round? I guess Reinhard can tell us later, but we unfortunately didn't see it here. So yeah, it is now 3-3, and next game. This wasn't even in the calendar. There was one scheduled for the evening, which is now on Sunday. So I think for Saturday so far we don't even have anything, but a couple of games still unscheduled, and then it's very late in the evening. Actually, we have Jake playing against. This is now going to be against Eric. It was swapped, so yeah, quite a long time until the next game, and super decisive best of 7 over the weekend to decide this match against Lannister. Should be fun. So yes, thank you for joining us this time, and see you next time.
Bye bye.